good old Friday, January 12th. We are here hitting our leg day. I woke up this morning and I was like, you know what? I don't have any content for the week. So guess what? We're doing legs today. The machine that I'm going to utilize now is not one of my favorites and not one that I actually do often, but I want to, of course, go ahead and show you because there might be some confusion around what this machine is or what it does. So basically what you want to do is wrap this around your hips as low as you possibly can. So you're going to obviously go ahead and wrap this around your waist, so I'll do that now. Step into it. Like I said, I don't utilize this machine often. I really don't. So this is something that I have to get used to. Okay, so I already caused the problem and I already see a problem. The chain fell. So whoopsies. Let's fix that so that we don't lead ourselves to any injuries. We definitely don't need that. That's crap. There we go. Okay. So, obviously you're going to stand up, adjust it, then you're going to come down as far as you possibly can to the floor, hold the handles in front of you, and then you're going to come back up. So, obviously it's just a whole squatting position. Now the fun part. I didn't put any weight on this, and now I have to get up and off to go ahead and do that. So I don't really know where I'm at with this machine because I never really utilize it. So this will be fun. All right, let me just unclip one. There we go. Ooh. Okay. All right. Let's just do 25 pounds each side. After that whole confusion down here, now we can go ahead and actually get into the workout and the exercise. So I just put on 25 pounds on each side. I'm not going to try to do anything crazy because even by just doing that was a little difficult. My legs, my squats are not good. So I know I humble myself with my legs for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and of course do this for as many as I possibly can. Let me log. We're not gonna miss out on the logging. I don't even know what the fuck do you call this thing. Belt squat. Wow, I couldn't have just thought of that myself. It's a morning, all right. Oh, I already have it locked. Okay. Whoopsies. Okay. Let's do. Wait a minute. I was doing 45s each side. Because this was at 90. What am I doing? I don't know. Hold on. We gotta switch this. Alright. So that was... Oh, these things up. That was like 6, 7, 8. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. This thing hurts. If I'm gonna be honest, this thing hurts. I don't think I'm gonna do more than one set of these. It was a good warm up, but they hurt, especially around the waist. I'm not a fan. Okay, there we go. Finally in frame. Okay, so with this, you're obviously going to be in a bit of a more awkward position. The other two, like hamstring movements and exercises that we can do, we're going to be targeting, you know, different positions, right? So if I was to go ahead and do the laying flat down curls, you know, I'd be laying on my chest. This, the isolateral, allows you to just kind of like, you know, basically do a different variant of the movement. It's still going to work your hamstrings, of course, but you're just physically in a different position. And then, of course, you have the seated hamstring, or I guess leg curls, should you say. But the problem with those is that, unfortunately, my legs are a little too big for that machine, and it's very, very, very uncomfortable for me. And it's hard for me to squeeze my legs into it. So for that purpose, I like only doing these for my hamstrings, or the, what's it called? Flat leg curls for my hamstrings. And I would say probably the flat leg curls for my hamstrings, like laying down, is the best. That's number one for me. Number two is this. But I do want to get more strength on this, so that's why I'm utilizing this one today, and I also want to do an isolateral movement, so that's why I chose this morning. So just to recap, we only did one set on the belt squats because they really, 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 really hurt. Not comfortable around your waist. So it's like, you know, once you get to a certain point, it's like, it's going to be uncomfortable. So, all right, so we're going to get into this. The last time I did this, I think I did 35 for, let's see. Where is ISO leg curls? 45. We did 30, no, I'm sorry, we did 45 for 9. So I'm just gonna stay here and just do 45 again. Let's hit 10, you know what I mean? If we hit 10 and we feel good, we'll go up. I'll just slap a 5 on there. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy, but yeah, we'll go from there. So if we do 45 for 10, let's do 50 for 6 to 8. I think that's solid. All right, let's get some music going. Go from there. Come on, one more. All right, that was 10. 10 on the left. Come on, let's get 10 on the left. 10 on the right. Okay, so that was 10. Definitely felt good. Definitely happy with 10 at 45. So I'm just gonna slap a 5 on there, call it a day. I'm not really trying to push too much. I am also like, I don't know why, but I'm like super fatigued. So I think next week is going to be just a maintenance week. I don't think I'm going to go up in weight, increase weight. I think I'm just going to stay, maybe do like a tiny deload. I don't know, but my body is like, we're at a point where I've gotten to where I'm lifting a lot all the time, and I think I need to do like a little factory reset. You know, hit the button in the back of the brain just to kind of, you know, factory reset. So, all right. So I'm just gonna throw a 5 on each side and call it there for this. And we'll do one more set of these, and then I want to hit hip adductors next. One more set of these, and then we're moving on to the hip adductors. I feel good about this. I think I'm gonna hit this for either 6 to 8. I think 6 to 8 is gonna be a solid number. I'll be happy with 8. I'll be happy with 6. But regardless, I want on the higher end, of course. So, all right. So let's flip this back over. Get into the left leg. Ah, my God. One more to eat. I guess that. Alright. Okay, 7 and 7. Okay. Yeah, that was like a perfect call, at least on my end. I had a feeling that I was probably gonna get like once I hit 4, I felt like I was gonna be able to hit, you know, at least 6, but hey, we got it regardless. So I'll take 7. So 50 at 7, 45 for 10. So I'm happy with that. Let's mark it in the book. Now, hip adductors, I have not done it in a while. Let's see where we're at with that. Okay, the last time I marked it down, I was doing 290. So it's starting out at 295. Alright, I thought it was going to be better at a lower angle, but it's not. It is in fact not. So, okay, so to get a more full stretch in this, what you want to do is you basically want to lift off. So push yourself up, come all the way out like this, and then almost like sit yourself down. If you're not fully seated on the chair, that's fine as well. It's not the biggest deal. And then because it's more so going to activate your glutes if you actually have your butt in the air, and then you're going to come in, of course, like this, and then you get a little bit more of a fuller stretch. So the last time we were working on this was 295. So I'm gonna, or I'm sorry, it was 290. So I'm gonna hit this for 295. That was 10 solid ones. 10 solid ones, I'll take that. Excuse me. As I'm sure you saw, obviously we're doing still slow, focused, and controlled on this. I know you didn't see my legs probably a decent amount, but I know you saw the weight stack moving up and down. So, whew. Man, if I was a woman, I'd have great birthing hips. That's crazy. Okay, so obviously, you know, this is to basically, you know, solely work your hip adductors. But of course, you got to put some effort into it when it comes to, you know, using your quads, your stabilization, and then, like I said, if you're doing that lift off where, you know, you follow what I was saying, where you prop yourself up first to get more of a stretch, and then you kind of just like hold your positioning above the seat. That's going to give you more of that glute targeted focus. So definitely good in that aspect, in that regards. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead. I hit this for 10. Should I just? Bloop. I'm gonna do 300 because why not? You know what I mean? If there's any time that we're gonna do 300, let's just do it now, right? No time like the present. Okay, so 10 was kind of a struggle for me, but like I feel like I'm gonna be able to hit this for at least 8. 7 minimum. 7 minimum.
What's up, like
Morning.
Back or forward?
Doing because I feel like I didn't work my quads enough, and that was really the goal for today. I'm gonna do more leg presses. So I currently have 2 plates on each side, which is nothing crazy, but I want to do pause reps. So I want to basically hold at the bottom to get more of a stretch and then come up. I think I'll probably hold anywhere between 3 to 4 seconds at the bottom. I'll try to count in my head. You know, just to go ahead and, I don't know what the starting weight is. I'm gonna have to calculate the numbers afterwards, but let's say we're gonna do 10 and 8, because I think this is gonna be a good range for that. Because it's nothing too crazy, but also like, you know, like a decent challenging weight, especially with pausing at the bottom. So, all right, let's get this going. pretty sure that was 8, 9, 10. We were in that range, so that's good. I want to say probably on the higher end. I want to probably say like around 10, but okay. So that was good. I'm not gonna increase weight or do anything like that. I'm just gonna stay here and maintain the weight. I'm exhausted, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Whew. My quads are definitely feeling it now. So we're gonna just do this, wrap up with this, and then something for our calves, and call it a day. Because I don't know why my legs are so fatigued. My body feels so fatigued, but I don't want to push myself too much. So, all right. So, reason for the pause reps. Gives you more stretch when it comes down to the eccentric motion, having your legs, of course, closer to your body, getting that full stretch, and then, of course, pushing back up. Push back up is even harder because you're holding so much weight down at the eccentric that your concentric is more difficult. Now, this is something that you should be careful with, because if you don't gauge the weight properly, you might not get the weight back up. So it's super important to make sure that you listen to your body and keep track of the weights, of course, that you do and that you utilize in the past, or that you feel comfortable with, so that you don't lead to any problems or injuries. So definitely something to keep in mind. But making sure that we 3 to 4 seconds, sometimes it was a little bit longer, that hold at the bottom really is going to focus on your quads, and you're going to feel it in your quads. The position of my feet, in order for me to do this, is give or take about shoulder width apart, and then I normally put like the tips of my shoes just a little bit higher than the actual like crux of the pad that's on here. There's like a dip that it like comes inwards a little bit, and on that indentation like that, I put my shoes just a little bit higher above that. So that's really a good position to obviously hit a more quad dominant focus for the leg press. Super important to make sure that your positioning and your foundation is correct before you do leg press in any sort of fashion, whether it just be traditional leg press with heavier weights, pause, single, whatever it may be. Just make sure that you get your foundation right first, so that it leads to a good lift, basically. So. And also, something that I see some people do, which it's not their fault, is they lock their legs out. Don't lock your legs out, right? Reason being is because, God forbid, you get to a point where you can't basically bring the weight down or up anymore. Well, it would be in the concentric position that your legs would be locked. Like if you just straight legged your legs. Not a good thing to ever do, because if your legs buckle or the weight is too much, it's going to lead to serious injury, very serious injury. Your leg's going to go backwards. So definitely don't want to do that. You always want to have some bend in your knees and in your legs. Not a lot, but just never fully extend all the way out. Just never a good thing to do. So, all right, let's hit this last set. And then, like I said, we're going to get into something on calves. Foundation is set. Foundation's good. Lift up. that was 9 or 10. I don't know. With like keeping track of like the actual time, like how much I was counting, plus the reps, wasn't the most accurate. So let's just say we hit like 9 or 10 on the second go around, which means we hit 10 or 11 on the first one. I don't know, I'll have to watch it back to see. But anyways, my quads definitely feel way more cooked now than they did before, so that's good. Number one. Number two, I feel like I could have done more weight. Definitely feel like I could have done more weight. Not bad that I didn't, because it just meant that I had more focus and more control, which is fine. But I think next time we would increase pretty exponentially, maybe even an additional 45 pounds each side. All right, folks, we're nearing the end of the workout. So we are hitting calf raises to finish off. I'm gonna double check my book to see. I didn't feel like doing, what's it called? I didn't feel like doing standing calf raises just because I just didn't feel like it. So we're gonna do regular seated calf raises. I have a 45 on each side and a 25 on each side. And then this starting resistance is 95 pounds. So 95 plus, 95 plus 90 plus 50 equals 235 is what I'm gonna be doing. Wait. That's not right. There should be a 35 on each side. Yeah, there should be a 35 on each side. Okay. So I have to go and adjust that because that's what I did last time. So it was a 45 and 35 on each side. Like I said before, this gets to a point where it just starts hurting your legs. So I'm just gonna stick at this weight because I just like, it just, like I said, it just gets to be too much. So switched out the weight to be an additional 10 pounds each side. So I'm gonna put my sweatshirt on my legs to kind of create some sort of a cushion for me, so it's not as detrimental to my legs and my calves. But yeah, I gotta, let's log this 255 for 10, 255 for 8, perfect. Okay, so we have that on the docket. Now, the only other way, like, because I feel like without it hurting my legs even more, there's no possible way for me to really go up on this, because it's just going to be an obscene amount of weight, and it's going to hurt, right? So the only thing that I can do is like hold the weight either up or down for an extended period of time so that I feel it a little bit more. But for now, we're just going to do regular reps, of course, slow, focused, and controlled, and go from there. So. Man, that hurts. Like I said, it just gets to a point where like there's so much weight on top of your legs that it starts hurting. So okay, that was 10. So we did good, but at the same time it's like, damn, it's just like, I wish that there was a better way to do like a seated, I mean there is, but in terms of being able to utilize this machine specifically, I wish there was a better way to do it. But it is what it is. Regardless, we're gonna hit this for one more set, and then that's gonna be it for our leg day. Not the best leg day. Today was definitely not like one of those like, yeah, this was a good lifting day. I don't know, my body felt weak, and my body felt weak, and I felt like I didn't like necessarily target. I feel like I didn't necessarily plan the exercises adequately and properly in place of the exercises. You know, the timing to do those exercises, the sets accurately. I feel like I probably should have done things, tweaked things around, but regardless, nonetheless, we got leg day done. It could have been a much better leg day, but we got it done. So we'll do this. We'll do a recap at the end, and then yeah, finish off the day and log off. So all right. I hit that for 6. I'm not trying to push myself any further. It was more so such a weight on my legs that I'm just like, I'm over it. So, okay. I almost thought about doing one set, but it's fine. It shall look good. So, we did the belt squats. We did one set of the belt squats. The reason for only doing one set is because it was hurting our waist. So, be aware that when you do that, it is going to hurt a little bit, especially if you have a decent amount of weight on there. I mean, I only had like 90 pounds on there, plus the starting weight, which I think is like 60 some pounds. So it's already a considerable amount. However, to increase the weight and to have that on your hips is just a very uncomfortable position. So beware when you do that. The only way to get around that is if you have a partner with you, then they can lock the bar in. The reason being as to why there is a belt in general around you is because you have to have your hands free to lock the actual machine back in place once you unlock it, once you start the squat. So if you have somebody with you, you could exchange the belt out for a bar, and you can hold onto the bar and do the squats as if you were like holding a kettlebell and doing the squats that way. So that is an alternate way of doing it. You just have to have somebody with you to help you lock the machine back in place. So we did that. Then we went into our ISO leg curls for each leg, obviously. 2 sets of them. Then we went to our hip adductors going inwards. There is a hip abductor machine that goes outwards. We did the inwards one. So we did that for 2 sets. Then we moved on to the pause rep leg press. Then after that, we did our calf raises, and now we're done for the day. Like I said on my little rant earlier, it could have definitely been a better leg day. However, I'm still glad that, of course, we got in here. If there's ever a time where you feel like, you are lacking motivation or just don't feel like getting in here, or like you feel towards the end like that could have been better, at least you made it here, right? At least you made it here. At least you did the workout. At least you put in all your effort. I went till failure. I pushed myself till failure on all these exercises. So if you really push yourself, if you get in here, and if you just try, that's the bare minimum that you have to do, is at least just get in here and try. That's all you can give yourself, right? That's all you should give yourself. Give yourself the self-gratification that this is, I'm going to put my all into it today, regardless of whether or not you feel like it was good or not. Like, I feel like it wasn't that good, but I still gave it my all. So that's, if I'm getting any self-gratification out of the day, it's going to be from that I at least tried. Not every workout's going to be perfect. Not every workout is going to be to the point where you're like, I loved that day. That was the best leg day I've ever had. Sometimes you will, but today just wasn't one of those days for me. But we accomplished a lot, nonetheless, in other ways. So, all right. After my rant, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the support, the comments, the feedback. Let me know what you think. If there's anything specific that you'd like to see or would like me to touch on or would like me to do more, please let me know, because I am all about, like I said, constructive criticism, and I am all about improving things steps at a time. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.